Tonight on Monday Night Raw, we're basically getting a repeat of the Randy Orton segment from about a week and a half ago, but this time, CM Punk has to choose which brand he lands on and which brand he's going to stay on in the road to WrestleMania, whether that be Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown, or much like he appeared at Deadline on Saturday night, NXT. And here's the thing. SmackDown this past Friday, CM Punk mentioned and targeted quite a few superstars from both brands. He acknowledged the tribal chief Roman Reigns. He mentioned Kevin Owens in a slight dig to AEW that a lot of people's heads because it seems that most of the casual audience doesn't watch AEW, and I've said that for months. I've said that pretty much ever since AEW appeared almost 5 years ago. But here's the thing. How WWE has been able to present CM Punk ever since his return has been masterful because he's just been appearing in backstage segments. Take what he did with Randy Orton and LA Knight. The pop that he got, the slight excitement that fans got from those 5 to 10 seconds of CM Punk interacting with them at that moment in time. So just based off of that, WWE's manner of presentation, the way they present a superstar, especially of the caliber of a CM Punk, compared to how AEW did it, completely night and day, completely just offering so many possibilities, so many options for future feuds, future rivalries, and of course, CM Punk is talking or mentioned the fact that he too has to finish his story, which is to finally main event a WrestleMania this coming April. That's the Phil Brooks CM Punk story at this moment in time, and it's healthier than ever, it's more alive than ever, because WrestleMania is now a 2-night affair, which means there's basically 2 main events spots available. So with that said, even though he did acknowledge the tribal chief, even though he did mention Roman Reigns, and even though that match would be a headlining event and could be a shoo-in for a WrestleMania main event for years to come, I've got to say this. To me, CM Punk is going to end up picking Monday Night Raw, simply because of the shot that he took at the current World Heavyweight Champion Seth frickin' Rollins, talking about how Seth Rollins, even though he's the world champion over on Monday Night Raw, he's the top babyface on Monday Night Raw, theoretically with that world title, he's not even the man in his own household. So just based off of that, CM Punk versus Seth Rollins main eventing WrestleMania sounds like a much better feud rivalry than Punk versus Reigns. Reigns, who at this moment in time, everybody wants to see against Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania, the rematch. Everybody would also expect to see Reigns versus The Rock at WrestleMania. That's the only big enough stage for those two to go at it at this point. So again, Reigns has so many options, and he does because he is a tribal chief. He is the undisputed Universal Champion. He's been champion for 3+ years, which is why CM Punk versus Roman Reigns, they haven't faced off against each other in almost 10+ years. 10+ years actually, since 2013. But to me, right now, at least in this moment in time, CM Punk on Raw against Seth Rollins, against so many others on that roster, makes a lot more sense than it would if he were to stay over on SmackDown. SmackDown already got Randy Orton. They're covered in terms of the headline spot, in terms of the drawing spot on that note. And again, LA Knight might end up a little bit more in the shadows if CM Punk does end up on the blue brand. So just based off of that, based off of the fact that SmackDown got Randy Orton, and that I see a lot more viable a CM Punk versus Seth Rollins match at WrestleMania, main event WrestleMania, I gotta go with the red brand. And again, I get it. He appeared on NXT on Saturday. NXT is not in the running. There is absolutely no way CM Punk is ending up on NXT on that brand, and there's absolutely no way even breaking kayfabe. A star of the caliber of CM Punk is not a regular, is not a top superstar for WWE's developmental tertiary brand NXT. With all due respect to everyone down there in developmental, that's just not how it works. That's not how the industry works. So CM Punk, to me, tonight is going to pick Monday Night Raw. And I am hoping, I'm not hoping, I'm expecting someone to go out there and confront CM Punk because, again, Punk versus Rollins, to me, that's a WrestleMania main event match. We're still 4 to 5 months away from WrestleMania. 3 to 4 months, maybe 3 before we start actually the build-up for that match. So somebody on Monday Night Raw has to go out there and confront CM Punk and start a rivalry, start a program, get him involved, get him busy on the road to the Royal Rumble. And again, that's going to also come into a story. Is CM Punk going to win the Royal Rumble match come January 27th next year? We'll just have to wait and see. So with that said, what are your thoughts on CM Punk's promo from SmackDown? What do you think of his appearance on NXT? Where do you think he's going to land? Which brand is he going to pick tonight on Monday Night Raw? Leave your thoughts, comments, and predictions in the comment section below. Tune in later on tonight to the USA Network for another episode of Monday Night Raw. I'm Alexis Carrillo. This has been Wrestling Talk, and I'll see you next time.